This is SCW Training Video 24, Driving Up and Down Hills. We'll be going over the precautions and procedures to follow when taking a company vehicle up or down a steep incline. Proper use of the gears is very important in these situations. When going up and down a hill, if you're in an automatic vehicle, switch to manual. You can see this on the dashboard, switching to M, or some vehicles use number 1, 2, 3. Move to a higher gear by pressing the plus button here, and move to a lower gear with the minus button. Whether shifting up or down, it's important to be going the right speed for that gear before shifting. So going downhill may require pressing the brake firmly and in short bursts, then downshifting. Remember, any vehicle issues need to be communicated with the shop manager, Nate Bennett. Do not try and fix issues on your own without first contacting Nate. Part 1. Uphill. Keep this procedure in mind. If you're driving up a steep hill and you feel the vehicle losing speed, don't leave it too long before changing down into a lower gear. Keep the RPMs up to maintain a safe speed, and don't let up. You may think that going over a hill in top gear is okay, but it puts strain on the car's engine. Climbing a steep mountain road can make your engine overheat. You also want to make sure you are at the right speed and gear at the top of the hill, before heading downhill and starting the downhill portion too fast. Other helpful tips to prevent overheating include: turn off your AC and roll down your windows to alleviate strain on the engine. Stop if needed for your vehicle to cool down. Let the engine idle for a few minutes. If you turn your vehicle's heater to the highest setting, yes, I know it sounds uncomfortable, this may help to bleed off some of the engine's extra heat. If your vehicle starts to run hot and stopping on the road is unavoidable, look to stop on a straightaway or another spot where approaching motorists can easily see you, not around a bend. Part 2. Downhill. When descending a steep hill, the correct gear selection is important. Start slow. Use your engine and transmission to slow the vehicle down instead of only using the brakes. Shift into 2 or L. When you do need to use your brakes, apply the brakes firmly for a short period of time, then release them for a moment. Reapply and repeat this sequence. Riding the brakes could cause them to overheat and fail. This is especially true for diesel engines. Even if you have to drop below the speed limit and take it easy, it's better to slow down and shift down. Using the brakes for long periods of time can overheat them and cause permanent damage to your vehicle's components. After coming off a hill, if your brakes are smoking or smell, let Nate know, so they can be inspected before using the vehicle the next day. While doing this, if you feel like the vehicle is getting away from you and out of control, you probably have to shift into a lower gear. To contrast, if you're going downhill and you don't even need to use the brakes, you need to shift to a higher gear. With experience, you'll be able to feel out the correct gears for different situations, but while you're learning, it's best to err on the side of caution and go down a hill in too low of a gear. Always start out in a low gear in slow speeds while starting to go downhill. It's easy to increase the speed if it's safe to do so. Slowing down is much harder. Keep this rule of thumb in mind. If you're going up and down the same hill, or hills with similar steepness, your downhill speed should never be faster than the uphill speed. If worse comes to worse, your brakes get too hot and fail, your vehicle will speed out of control going down a hill. In this situation, try and think, where can I go? Find an escape route to avoid disaster, like a grassy verge on the side of the road. Free of people, of course. Part 3. Towing a trailer. Switch to tow haul mode when you're using a vehicle to pull a trailer. Whenever you're towing a trailer, there's a few differences in your driving techniques that need to be followed. Give yourself more time to brake. To avoid brake fade, you can change to a lower gear. Use the engine brake to slow the vehicle. Snaking is when the trailer begins to swerve from side to side while driving. You can fix this by easing slowly off the accelerator, reducing your speed until the snaking stops. Then, pull over and move more weight from the back of the trailer to the front. Also, trailer brakes, not vehicle brakes, can be applied while easing off the accelerator. And keep in mind while reversing with a trailer that the trailer can move in the opposite direction you'd expect. Pay extra close attention when backing up. If you need to overtake someone on the road, give yourself 3 times the normal distance it would take to pass and merge back into the lane. Allow for the extra vehicle length. especially when turning or emerging at junctions. So to review, when going up a hill, take care to keep your engine from overheating. Shift into a lower gear, don't use the AC, and turn up the engine's heater. If your vehicle is going to stop, look for a safe place to pull over. When descending a hill, it's important not to ride the brakes or keep constant pressure on them, since they could overheat. Switch into a lower gear and err on the side of caution. If the brakes ever fail, look for the best runaway area to minimize damage. When towing a trailer, modify your driving style. Slow down to prevent snaking, give yourself more time to slow down or brake, and take wider turns. When backing up, pay extra attention to the way the trailer wants to go. That's all for this video. Good luck on the quiz.